Alan Schofield has been servicing the VW restoration market for well over 20 years. He's a well-respected supplier and sponsors many of the British VW events throughout the annual calendar. Situated in his almost full-to-the-brim workshop on the outskirts of Glossop, Alan manufactures many of the parts no longer available via the normal routes. He makes parts for the VW bay window 1968 to 1979, split screen 1950 to 1967, and the Type 25 1980 to 1991. Alan started his business restoring vans for other people, but soon realised that the availability of parts was rapidly diminishing. With this in mind, he adapted his business to manufacture the parts he couldn't find and modify the ones he could. So Alan, how long have you been involved with the VW scene?
About 27 years.
Why did you change from restorations to parts?
Well, we couldn't find any parts to do the restoration, so we was making the parts for our own restoration projects and other people's, and we just started making them and reselling them out, and just a few of the front panels there and behind the bumper, and it just grew from there. And then we started doing the windscreen seals, the brake parts, and moved from split screen to bare window, and now we're just moving into the Type 25 a little bit.
How did you get involved in the VW scene, Alan?
Well, it was we just went looking for a van to customise, because that's what we was into customising, and we come across a split screen, so we bought that, customised it, and it was a hobby, and then the hobby's gone into a business, and so the involvement's probably about 27 years. The business side is 19 years this year.
What did you customise?
Oh, just the painting. Every split screen you see is virtually like two-tone standard colours. This was blue metallic with stripes on it. And we sold it because we bought a 23 window Samba. Can't get anything better than that. Yeah. Not right-hand drive anyway. Most of them are left-hand drive now. It started life as a panel van, made into a camper, and whoever bought it after made it back into a panel van. If I'd have started the business up, I probably would have done that myself.
So are you an active part in the VW community, locally or nationally?
We're in the split screen van club. We have been from early 80s. Membership's 240. If I'd have joined it when I wanted to, it would have been about number 3 or 4, but we was new to it all then. Oh, and I've got a lifetime membership now. They give it me on the 20th anniversary.
How important is Dub Freeze and the annual calendar to you?
Oh, very important. It's the first one of the season. It's quite a big show. Apart from selling parts, you never know what you're going to find yourself. You're always looking for the rare new old stock parts.
Which are your favourite VW events in the year?
Most of them probably. Dub Freeze is one, Banfest, and there's a family one, the one in July, BBF, the beginning of the July. That's always a good one.
What changes have you seen in the VW community since you first became involved?
Well, vans, definitely. Everybody's gone from Beetles to vans.
So vans have become more popular and prolific?
Screens, thousands, that's the biggest thing, and then bare windows, just vans in general. You see Banfest, the size of that from an aerial view, it's probably the biggest show in England anyway, just for vans.
But finally, what vans have you owned personally?
Well, we've got a 23 window we've had for 24 years this year. Split screen van, we've had that 15 years. Latest edition is a pickup truck we've had about 4 years, but it's just on the road back end of last year. New out to the scene this year. A bare window that's on the front of the catalogue we've restored and used as a camping van for a couple of years. And this is the latest one.
Has it got a name?
No, I don't do that. Big thing they do.
So Alan Schofield doesn't name his vans?
No.
That's scandalous. My van's called Curly, I hasten to add.
Well, Stephen, he names his vans, and my eldest son, he names his, well, their kids do.